Try and at least scare Akali a little bit with that steadfast presence. Again, the crowd control in terms of Akali, a lot of it's conditional at the moment. It's a Cole versus a D-Blade, but BLG has to be careful because Elk and On, they haven't seen Wukong hit the Raptors yet. They have information, so maybe they think Wukong started topside, but they don't know where he's at, and he's looking bot as they're going to be in trouble.
Knight popped onto PP God. He's 200 HP, but leaving. PP God flashed forward at the exact same time. And now that leaves On out to dry. No flash even used because he knows he's down. It's NIP with first blood.
So there definitely is some skill in this matchup. But yeah, Ben's been doing nice work, and we're going to try it here.
Oh, flash a little bit too early for solo kill. And Beishuan's able to dash in under the tower.
Clean.
Pick up the first kill for Bilibili Gaming. And Bin was tanking tower out of the whole.
Going to see that this dragon, not going to be there. It's going to go over into the hands of NIP.
Oh, now Ben might be caught out a bit. He's going to take a little bit of peppering.
So, I think On covering Knight and hovering him a lot during this game actually has been really good for BLG. But join B, he's going to look. Knight's isolated.
Shuriken flips forward. Oh yeah, On just does not run the same way as Knight. He waits for the flash beautifully, and Doinby will pick up the solo kill. Now on the bottom side again, it is going to be the Cyclone pop. It is a teleport coming in from Bin, but here comes Elk, and here comes BLG. It's a double kill for the Kai'Sa, the Killer Instinct, but now Leave has arrived. He pops the Lightning Craft with a 2-man searing charge from Bin is massive. Elk picks up a triple. He's looking for another one, but solo kill is still massive on the front line, and Leave is going to get another kill for himself. It's a battle of the bottom laners here in game number 2 as Leave and Elk both become huge.
After in the back half of that bloody fight, but of course no objective fell, and we're right back to the scene of the crime here. Graves as BLG going to take this one down. They're outnumbered though.
Oh no, he doesn't! It's Aki this time that wins out on the Smite fight. And now another fight can erupt here as Beishuan gets knocked up by the Scion Q, and Leave picks up his 4th kill of this game number 2. So this time the steals going towards Ninjas in Pyjamas, going towards Aki, as Leave picks up a kill onto Beishuan on the back end of things. And now Doinby's looking for the solo kill onto Bin. The Shuriken flip does not connect, and that means that the Ornn will survive.
Yeah, if he landed the E, I do think that Doinby actually takes the kill. So have a way to play out of that one, where BLG kind of returned to life, the game that we have now. Of course, Herald on the map, and BLG, they've burned Knight's TP and are on it as solo kill.
Yeah, oh, wow, look at Elk, or look at Knight, I should say. He gets one shot by the all-in combo, and Aki gets another one. He's stealing them left and right here in this game number 2. Doinby teleports into the fight and picks himself up a double kill. Ninjas in Pyjamas just get 4
for shotgun, that initial ult from Leave. It was big. No one was deterring or detracting him from autoing throughout the fight. Now all of a sudden, NIP, complete control over this game, Grapes. They're going to get mid-outer to fall, maybe top outer as well, and that's a 5K gold lead.
I was wondering even if Doinby was going to teleport to that fight at all because he was going to take the bot lane tier 1 turret, but now you get 2 for the price of 1 plus 4 kills. Very
on, and that buys a lot of space for NIP to try and take down this dragon.
Ocean Soul Point on the line if they can collect this one. And it's Beishuan who's going to try his best to enter the pit. Oh, Keeper's Verdict takes away PP God, so it's a 4v5 at least for a little bit. And that means that NIP are going to peel away from this one at least temporarily before they go for the re-engage. There comes the Scion ulti. Beishuan goes forward, but the shockwave is flashed away from by Leave. And that's a big cooldown that BLG no longer have in their hands. A solo kill picks the kill up and on. Beishuan in a terrible position as Leave gets himself yet another kill in this team fight. And that means that NIP can pick themselves up that soul point for free.
Yeah, BLG really kind of stuck and split on that approach. I think that's a good call, Grapes, as you saw Knight and Elk on one side of the fight, and Beishuan and On being focused down on the other. Also Bin not even able to fire off that call. The Forge God can't blame him because, of course, the pressure from the Unbreakable are just canceling that outright. Definitely something he has to be worried about. As Knight still has Flash, it looks like NIP might be fishing for that, and potentially Elk. As they at least kind of threaten in posture, but just forcing them off is, oh man. Another Otacon started on spawn. I gotta say, this could be a little bit dangerous. Otacon does a lot of damage early on, but BLG's still low. They've delayed Knight's base, so he can't base and TP back. That might just be enough to buy space and actually secure this one for NIP.
But Bin is here. He teleported forward. He has to call the Forge God. They're going to try to find some sort of miracle steal, but it's smited away by the side of Aki. And now NIP going to be on the reset as they want to try to get away with the objective being secured. Really nice cancel from Solo Kill, and the Decimating Smash prevents that steering charge from coming through, but the Call of Forge God coming out. Gonna at least take down the Scion, most likely, but the Scion is still gonna live. PP God saves the day and allows for NIP to get out without losing a man.
Oh, does his best Hordor impression there as he holds the door for the tank in Solo Kill. Will lead to the bot outer turret falling, but man, your NIP, you cannot complain about that. 6.5K gold lead still remains intact. He just picked up approaching these fights.
Yeah, it started with that level 1 right at this area of the map. The blue buff here for Beishwan. He's going to get targeted again, and it looks like that's going to cause him to go down once more. Beishwan dies. It's Leave picking up kill number 7, and Knight's going to go down all the same. A double kill for the Zeri, and Ninjas and Pyjamas are running away with this game too.
Oh, that ult from Beishwan. It kind of pushed Aki into Night and helped spell his mid laner's doom as NIP grapes. Again, this BLG with Beishwan, it really feels like the team that was almost promised at the start of the split, or a rebound, a reclaim of form for Bin and Knight, especially of late. And man, this game... Our timer is 100% synced up here on the top of your screen, Grapes. Baron and Dragon spawning here at the 25-minute mark. Of course, Ocean Soul on the table. Gotta imagine for... Oh boy, solo kill.
Yeah, there goes the Roar of the Slayer into that ultimate for solo kill. It doesn't find the knockup on the knife, and the decimating smash will. And in comes Doinby. He Zanya's the shockwave and make sure he does not go down, as Knight is the first casualty in this fight. And Doinby will kick another one on to Beishwan. Down the mid lane, NIP go. They will at least be able to secure themselves.
Score-wise, since Beishwan joined, and I know that NIP, it was a frisky series they had against top esports. Game 1 against BLG didn't look too promising. This game 2
again, the predictive Zanyas, knowing that the shockwave would be immediately issued by Knight as soon as he came out of crowd control of that knockup, making sure there is no possibility of a turnaround here for Bilibili Gaming. However, this Baron could be a little bit risky. Even though NIP are 8,000 gold up, they're going to look for the fight instead of the flip, and that is exactly what they should do. Bin goes down as Leave picks up yet another kill, and Doinby flashes forward, force the killer instinct out of Elk. Solo kill flashing over the wall. NIP looking for the throat, but a shockwave is going to buy some time for Knight. The Cyclone second proc will be issued onto the Ariana, and as you say, no opportunity for any sort of kills for BLG.
PB got with a flash zoning Q. They're trying to keep Beishwan out of there.
They're feeling themselves.
Yeah, but again, just not enough damage for BLG to get through this Ocean Soul. Doinby going to be hunting down the Poppy here as this Baron take is slow, but NIP making sure it's secure as they try and zone out the enemy smite.
On lane's stun, but it's only on to Leave. Beishwan dashing forward, trying to find a knockup onto Doinby. He gets canceled up here by the W of Poppy. It is forced to go golden. Elk could be able to find himself a kill, but the Baron is picked up right now by NIP. And Elk is down. A double kill for Leave. And now it is just Bin and On alive as NIP can push down the mid lane with Baron in their hands.
I mean, good luck getting through this Ocean Soul Scion. And again, NIP doing a nice job of controlling the lines, realizing they have Ocean Soul that could be on the map forever. Just kind of play that one slow. Guarantee that the Smite cannot get in the pit as they get the Baron. Only lose El Capitano and their mid laner, Doinby. And they're going to be happy with that. Pushing down mid. And again, NIP, like, just how much better they look with solo kill in the lineup. It's wild. As you highlighted, it almost feels like some of the issues that Aki's had have started to go to the wayside. I still think that it's been a weaker split for Aki, but we have seen a couple of better games in split 2. And it just feels like overall, I don't know if this roster's in a honeymoon phase or if their top laner is just that much better. It feels like a combination of both. The solo kill for sure has been an individual upgrade. But man, NIP looking like a much more competitive team, a little bit closer to the form they had in Split 1, where again, they were our best team before we hit playoffs.
I mean, so far, you know, that battle of the super subs that we highlighted at the start of this series really coming to fruition. Game number 1, Beishwan combining with Knight on that Pantheon Talia combo, doing a ton. Now, it is going to be solo kill in the Scion that's setting things up, but Doinby's going to be able to do some work as well. Oh, maybe a little bit too far forward. We are feeling ourselves too much as Doinby dies and dashes straight into a 1v4.
At least I saw Leaves no heal cut on BLG to get through this Ocean Soul. And again, I just don't think enough upfront damage in a game where it's tank v tank. Ocean Soul gets a lot stronger. You can play around it if you're able to burst, but I don't think anyone's going to be able to burst.
There's solo kill. Coming in through the flank. A 3-man searing charge combined with the shockwave is big, though, from Knight, but that's a lot of the damage that is already in the kits of BLG. And Leave it now has the opportunity to pop off. It could be. It could be. No, it's not a Penta, as Doinby will steal it in the last 2, but a full house, as we like to call it here on the LPL, as NIP pick up a full ace for themselves. They're going to even up this series at 1-1.
Yeah, that was one big Zeri, no Enchantress needed. Just a level 3 gank from Aki to set up bot lane for success. Leave and PP God ran with it, as you gotta imagine that's gonna be a pog for Leave, rewarding some of the boom boom damage there on